Hi, everybody. I would like to share a little bit about one of the many scientific aspects of mindfulness practice, and today, in how it relates to the health of a group. So, a group is anything from a family, of course, a team at work, a class at school. It's really any time you're working with another individual or many individuals at once. And there's just so much more to this group dynamic than most of us know. It's quite fascinating to me, and I hope it is to you. So, as human beings, it is our biology to be in a group. As much time as we spend alone these days behind our devices and behind computers, and whether we want to acknowledge this biological fact or not, we are very, very social creatures. If you think about the African savannah so long ago, way before our time, and being alone out there or being part of a group, who do you think is going to survive? The people in the group are going to survive. It's going to be the lone individual, unfortunately, who becomes lion food. So, our biological advantage was and still is today our intelligence as humans, but it's also our ability to collaborate in groups. Because the human brain and nervous system is designed to be around other people, how I am affects everyone I'm around, and everybody I'm around affects me. So, from this scientific standpoint, we have the ability to sense the emotional state of the people around us and determine how we feel about them on a very subconscious, deep level. This isn't something that happens with any of our conscious mind thinking. And in fact, most of how we communicate as humans is in this unspoken way. Very little of communication is actually words that we speak with our mouth. So for today, I'm going to break down 3 aspects of the limbic brain for you, and really know before I go into this that I'm going to make this sound seemingly simple, but this structure does not work in isolation. Nothing in the body or brain works alone, and there's so much more to what I'm saying than what I'm about to share with you. So the first part is called limbic resonance, and limbic resonance is this this fact that whether we know somebody or not, within the first second, probably the first hundredth of a second of meeting them, we've already read facial expressions, we have read body language. And our system, our internal nervous system, our internal state is already getting a feel for who this person is. And questions, if we had to put words around it, that our body is asking of itself and of this person is, can I trust this person? Is this person in front of me super stressed? Should I be worried? Am I safe with this person? So our body is automatically scanning really for survival and safety around this new person that walked in the room. And if our subconscious receives a positive answer, it can lead to some great things. It can lead to, I feel comfortable sharing my new idea with this person and being vulnerable around them. It could lead to, I feel good around this person and I can stay engaged for the next hour in this meeting or in this class. It could lead to that feeling of I don't care what they say, I'm in. Whatever they want me to do, I'm in, right? You trust them that much just from body language and kind of what your nervous system is picking up from theirs. However, if our subconscious receives some kind of threat signal from this person that just came in the room, it can lead to, oh, I am not going to speak during this meeting or any future meeting with this individual present ever. Or I feel threatened, and so I'm going to build a wall inside so this person can't see me. And I am mentally checking out of this conversation, which of course in a class or in a meeting is less than ideal. It could also lead to, I don't care if this person has all the knowledge in the world and the best sales technique, I'm just not buying what they're selling, right? So That's limbic resonance. What is the resonance that you're giving off, and how are you showing up? What is the resonance that the people around you are giving off, and how is it affecting the relationship? So the next piece is limbic regulation. And limbic regulation is the ability of someone to unconsciously change how a room feels just by being in it. I know you've all experienced that feeling of maybe even not even with your eyes, but just by changing how the room feels, somebody walks in and you know they're there. This is limbic regulation. So does the feeling in a room tense when your challenging coworker walks in and sits down? When a feared boss enters a meeting, perhaps, how does the feeling in the room shift? How does the feeling in your body shift? Is there someone at work who is always engaged and like super happy and rooting people on, right? That's the other side of it. How does it feel to be around someone like that? So the point with this one is that emotions are contagious. They are felt inside of our own body, and then they are spread around the room. Our nervous system was designed this way to survive. So everybody experiences this who is alive and human on this planet. With this idea that emotions are contagious, it's whether consciously or unconsciously, what we're projecting is affecting everything around us, for better or for worse, right? So this could be a great thing or a challenging thing. Lastly, limbic revision. Limbic revision is the way we unconsciously rewire our own emotional circuitry based off who we are around most. You've heard that saying that you're a result of the top 5 people that you spend the most time around. This is very true. It's not just a pithy saying, but there's some deep biological truth to it. So one of the main reasons that we are so passionate about furthering mindfulness in the workplace is because of this. Because if you are working full-time, you are around your coworkers more than you're around anybody else. And those relationships deeply matter to your whole life, not just to your work life. And the health of a team deeply matters to your whole life. So if we are in a highly reactive, stressed out state all the time at work, guess how we're going to be when we get home? Guess how we're going to be on the weekends? But if we are in a supportive and energetic and high functioning environment at work, 40 plus hours a week, guess how we're going to be after work and on the weekends, right? So it trickles out and becomes not 2 separate lives, work life, home life, but one life. At the start, of course, mindfulness is an individual practice. It's something that we do alone and we do for ourselves. But what we discover over time is that it deeply affects everything. It affects the health of all the teams that we're a part of, all of our relationships. And it's been shown to increase the area of the brain that I'm sharing with you about today, this limbic area. And anytime there's an increase in the gray matter density, it means that that part of the brain is getting stronger. So not only are we able to pick up communication from other people in this unspoken way and kind of read rooms better and change courses of action based off that. It's a really powerful technique and tool to have. But we're also more aware of the unspoken messages that we are sending out. We're aware of the states that we're hosting in our body and how it's affecting everybody around us. In my opinion, mindfulness has definitely moved from something that's like nice to have to something that is a must-have. I think it's desperately needed in companies and families. I think we can all benefit from it, and I'm always here if you have questions about how to get started. If you're still listening, thank you for listening. Have a good day.